Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Shiva Baby. And this is a new, I guess you could say comedy, a bit of a drama from director and writer Sigelman, who brings this story to life based off of a short film that she had created. And this film focuses on one day of this young woman, Danielle, played by Rachel Sennott, who is fantastic in this film. And she plays this young woman, Danielle, who we start off, she's having sex and calling for daddy. And so she has this sugar daddy, this not quite older, but still relatively older man that she's having a relationship with. She lies to him about what she's going to be doing that day, and she winds up going to the funeral of someone who's somehow connected to her family. And she meets up with her parents, who are both fantastic. And you have Polly Draper, who plays her mother, and Fred Melamed, who plays her father. I love Fred Melamed. He's so fantastic, whether it's most recently on WandaVision or especially A Serious Man. And you have both of them. Joel, her father, is such a dad. And like, he loses his phone, he gets super excited, he keeps trying to be pushy to everybody at this Shiva to get them to give his daughter some support, or trying to really push what his daughter's interested in, this gender business concept idea that he doesn't really fully understand, nor do I feel like I fully understand it. And then her mother is very much a Jewish mother. And that's what I feel like this film, at the heart of it, from Seligman, knows Jewish traditions and culture and just the way that people interact. Because this feels so genuine and so perfect in the way that you have all these like middle-aged women always like off to the side making all these biting comments about like the younger people there or the other people here. You have all these older women who are very, very blunt and going right at you. Like, one of them confronts Danielle, just like, where are you disappearing to? Why haven't you been eating anything? And you know these moments, there's like, this is one of the most uncomfortable and just awkward films I've ever watched in the best way possible. I loved Shiva Baby. I'm gonna put it right out there. I loved this film so much. And I was engrossed for the hour and 17 minutes this is. It's not a big, long, elaborate story, even though it has some twists and turns and complexities. But what it does have is a short, to the point, efficient screenplay that really builds tension, really captures the awkwardness of just human interactions and those getting together of a whole bunch of people. And you know everybody asks, what are you doing with your life? Because she's a young college woman. And you have not only those basic kinds of things, but who shows up at this Shiva? The man she's having an affair with. But it's more than just her seeing an older man, because he shows up with his wife and his baby. And poor Danielle did not know about this. And then Danielle's ex-girlfriend also shows up, who she went to prom with. She's had very obvious sexual relationships with in Maya. Boy, does it get awkward. And what Seligman is able to do in this film is create incredible tension and fever pitch at times where you're just like, I can't handle this either, and it's very obvious Danielle can't handle this. And you have Ariel Marks, who does the score for this. It's borderline like horror movie strings, because the tension just puts you on edge. And that choice in score really ramps up the tension. And you get that through the whole entire film. And you have these moments with a great cast, because you have Sennott, who is really great in this film. she has to do a lot, and she's building up this tension. She's selling that tension, that discomfort, that awkwardness, the sexual tension that she has with this older man, Max, played by Danny DeFrary, who they're interacting, pretending they don't know each other, but there's something simmering there. And you know Danielle's mother picks up on it. And that's the thing about Danielle's mother in this film is she's never fully in the know, but she has an intuition about everything going on. And she keeps trying to confront her daughter about it, who keeps avoiding it after awkward situation, after awkward interaction, after awkward situation, after awkward interaction. And you keep having this throughout this film, building that tension, and you feel for Danielle and her struggles and where she's at right now and trying to find herself. You can tell when she interacts with Maya, who's played by Molly Gordon, who is fantastic in this film. They have some great great chemistry together, and you going through this film, you're kind of like, I kind of want them to get back together. Do they? You'll have to find out. But you have that sexual tension between them. You have the sexual tension between Danielle and Max. And you have these parents acting like parents. And Joel just being like completely aloof to the whole situation. All the way up to an extremely uncomfortable just climax of this film. All shoveling into a van. And what's so wonderful about it is there's a craft in how this film is made and shot. And the final shots of this film, everybody crammed into a van, is so perfect. And throughout this film, there's tension, there's a very sharp script in terms of dialogue. There's this tension, whether it's the discomfort and awkwardness of the situation or sexual tension throughout. And just so many things work about this film. A wonderful cast, a wonderful script, well put together technically, and just has this movement, this motivation, pumping you forward, moving you forward as you think, when are things going to blow, and leading up to a very raw and emotional climax of this film with passive-aggressive actions and comments and just an emotional tidal wave. I loved it. And I really hope you go check out Shiva Baby. But those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. And let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.